So, hey everybody, it's Anakin again. I think this is going to be my 6th video. I'm not quite sure yet, but what we're going to be talking about is my my love for some of the guns in the game and which ones I actually stick with quite often. I also want to show you how to use the Famas for this round on Rundown. I want to show you how to use the Famas as a sniper gun. And let me tell you, it is a better sniper rifle than a sniper rifle. At least it is for me. I do not use sniper rifles at all. I cannot stand them. I think the lag is a mess on Xbox Live for sniper rifles. However, about 200 million people prove me wrong all the time. I don't know how they do it, but you know, when you watch kill cams for sniper rifles, it sure doesn't look like they shoot me. But all the other guns, you know, are pretty darn close to what I would expect from them. I know the auto aim really helps. All right, now see, watch this. Okay, here we go. Now let me show you how to use a Famas as a sniper gun. Right there, one shot, one burst. Now this guy tries to tear me up. Ugh. And what's that? One burst. I run back around here. This is where it gets nasty. Watch this. I hear him coming. One burst. One burst. And then I come back in here. Okay, now watch this, alright? I'm going to come back around. This poor sap standing on the bridge. One burst. Now this is where it pisses me off, and this is where Painkiller sucks. That was one burst, but not for Painkiller. Alright, let's go back through here a little bit more. Let me talk about some of these games. Go ahead and keep watching here, because I really do, I love the Famas as a basically a single burst instant kill. It's almost always instant kill if you aim before you shoot, and you're running stopping power. Okay, don't forget, gang. This is not a naked Famas here. This is Famas with stopping power. Pretty much a single shot burst kills anybody, but you gotta make sure you aim. Some of the other guns. I'm just going to talk about some of the other guns that I really stick with throughout Modern Warfare 2. Almost always my go-to weapons, no matter what. First on the list, tar, and I always, for my secondary, run PP2000. I just don't. I don't think there's anything better out there. The PP2000 also, by the way, based on the last time I looked up some of the statistics on the guns, which is very rare for me. I really don't watch all the mathematical calculations out there that people go through to figure out what guns do what damage. But the last time I actually did check into that, the PP2000 had the quickest time to kill, meaning basically the fire rate times the damage per bullet, you know, versus another player with or without stopping power. The PP2000 actually killed quicker than any other gun in the game. So you know, I always make that my secondary. Let me tell you, no matter what, I don't care what. Yeah, that's not true. I do have one class that's actually my anti-air class, but I never use it anymore. I haven't even gotten Cold-Blooded Pro unlocked, this Prestige, and I'm on like 57 or 58 or something. So PP2000, gang, that's what I stick with. The main guns I go to, okay, Famas, tar, and the ACR. Now, I didn't used to like the ACR. The ACR just does not pack a punch. You know, that thing is, man, even with stopping power, I feel like I'm just hitting you with rubber bullets. I just hit you with a lot of them to bring you down. The Famas, like I'm showing you here, it is a single shot burst for 90% of occasions. When you shoot somebody, as long as you're aiming at them, it is a single burst kill. And many times I've gotten cocky enough now, which it costs me all the time, but I get cocky enough to just literally do a single burst. And then I don't do a second. And you know, obviously people with Painkiller, you know, catch me doing that. Other people who I wasn't aiming at perfectly, you know, I hit them maybe with 2 bullets instead of all 3. They come back and nail me immediately. So one lesson I'll share with you guys, and I have to overcome this myself. Don't get freaking cocky and just sit there and go, "Oh, I got this," and then you freaking miss, and then they take you down. So you know, don't worry. A little second burst on a Famas, you know, you got the ammo. Use it. The PP2000, let me tell you, it's probably one of my favorite overall guns in the whole game. The PP2000 works really, really well, obviously as a short-range weapon, but I have killed people regularly. I don't mean like some rare instance. I mean regularly across the map without issue. You know, again, stopping power obviously helps, but the PP2000, it packs a good punch for you know, for what it is. Some of the other things I stuck with now, some of my other perks, I almost always these days, every class, I'm running stopping power for my my main perk. The other perks I stick with, sleight of hand. I'm telling you, look at that. I didn't even know anybody was up there. Sleight of hand is the perk I actually started using. I don't know, maybe a year ago. I never, not a year ago, 6 months ago. Hell, the game's only a year old. 6 months ago or so, halfway through the life of the game, at this point, I started using sleight of hand, and I almost always used marathon because, and it wasn't even necessarily the ability to run a lot. It was that damn secondary. I needed the ability to jump and not take damage, especially on maps like Afghan. A few others, I had to be able to make those leaps and not take the damage. But boy, those two grenades right there, those throws were absolute fails. Ooh, that was nasty. But you know, marathon, I finally gave it up. Okay, I couldn't stand not having it at first, but I finally gave it up and I went to sleight of hand on almost everything. The last perk I use, when I'm feeling particularly evil or cheap, I use Commando. Believe it or not, by the way, I didn't know that Commando was considered cheap up until maybe, you know, 30 or 45 days ago. I didn't even know that people thought it was cheap. I was like, it's just a perk. I don't even think it's a great perk. But it's funny that now, from what I understand, you know, common opinion as gamers go, which obviously changes by the day. Common opinion is that the Commando. Ooh, did you see that? Ooh, that was nasty. Commando is cheap. So I was like, huh. I had no idea. I don't think it's very good. But anyway, I stopped using it, and now I do. Ooh, look at this, look at this. And I go get this guy. This guy hid in the grass, and watch this. He doesn't take advantage of me looking out there. Watch this. I hear him. He goes running off behind these buildings. Look at this. I'm like, what the hell was that? Through the building right here. Oh, nasty. My last perk that I use is, what the hell do I use? Sleight of hand, stopping power, and, oh God, I don't even know. It's the, oh, Jesus, yeah, that's right, ninja. I couldn't think of it because, you know, ninjas aren't supposed to say anything about ninjas. So, the thing is, yeah, ninja, okay, let me tell you, the funny thing is, too, some friends of mine that I play with pretty often, that I also work with and hang out with, they talked me into using ninja. I had been using all kinds of other perks. I really didn't have a favorite perk in the third spot. Commando was obviously one that I used fairly often, but look at that. But they talked me into ninja, and I'll never go back. I can't stand to hear my own footsteps. But those are some of the things I do for all of my classes, and I have various combinations. But anyway, think about some of those. Try them out. You guys tell me in the comments section what you think about them.